false. So Oda Nobunaga united much of Japan, but was betrayed by a vassal and died before he could become shogun. True. That is true. Right? Toyotomi Hideyoshi became the first shogun of Japan, but died without children, so someone else took the office. False. He never became shogun. Never became shogun. Tokugawa Ieyasu became the first shogun and ruled Japan as such until his death. Technically false. He did become the first shogun, but remember he abdicated in favor of his son, so he could make sure his son would know what he was doing. Yes, Chris?
I think he was only shogun for like 1 or 2 years.
That's right. Yeah, 1603 to 1605, I think. But yeah, he continued to rule, but he wanted his son to learn the ropes. Tokugawa Ieyasu's victory at Sekigahara allowed him to become shogun. True, right? That was a battle. Portuguese traders were allowed to remain on the small island of Dejima so Japan could keep an eye on the rest of the world.
False.
False. What's wrong?
Dutch.
Dutch. Yep. Courtesans from Yoshiwara made excellent subjects for ukiyo-e. True. No, that's true. Yeah, Yoshiwara was where the courtesans lived. Ukiyo-e, remember, were those woodblock printings.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Motori Norinaga opposed Confucianism as corrupting the naturally virtuous hearts of Japanese people and believed that all people owed a debt to Japan because Amaterasu was the sun itself. True. See, look at all the things you either learned or didn't learn. Sorry. Sorry, I have to do that. Yoshida Shoin believed that Japan should maintain isolation from the West. False. Remember, he wanted to learn Western ways so they could eventually become stronger than the West. That was the idea. He's the guy that tried to swim out to Perry's boat. Fukuzawa Yukichi emphasized pragmatically adopting civilization in order to strengthen national independence. True. Yamagata Aritomo argued that only an army drawn from the traditional samurai class could protect Japan. False. He wanted a peasant army, conscripts. Saigo Takamori led a rebellion of samurai who were angry that their class was losing power. True. He's the last samurai guy. Ito Hirobumi wrote the Meiji Constitution and was later Resident General of Korea, a position that led to his assassination by a Korean nationalist. Yep. Kano Sugako was an example of the good wife, wise mother ideal. Very false. She was really popular. People picked her a lot for the short paper 3. Harakei was the first civilian party prime minister. That is a true statement. The assassination of Prime Minister Inukai Tsuyoshi marked the end of civilian party government in Japan. That's true. That's a true statement. He was assassinated in 1932 by the military. And after that, there were military-dominated prime ministers, or cabinets. Jotaro Watanabe captured the Japanese forces during the rape of Nanjing. False, right? He was the poor guy. Remember, he was assassinated in front of his daughter. But I included him because he shows how there were fights within the Japanese military. Right? There was conflict even within, because he was a military man assassinated by the military. Shiro Ishii experimented on unwilling people to develop biological and chemical weapons. True. Soviet Union was defeated decisively at Nomonhan by Japan, showing the importance of spirit. False, yep. It's technology and the Soviet Union won. Admiral Yamamoto accurately predicted that while Japan would do well early in a war against the United States, it would soon face defeat. True. George Takei played Sulu in Star Trek and experienced the internment of Japanese Americans. True. Daniel Inoue led Japanese American conscientious objectors who refused to fight. I'm sorry, that should be refused. Who refused to fight for a country that had betrayed them. False. Yeah, he became a war hero. The kamikaze, while frightening, were ineffective as a military tactic. False. They were effective. Kamikaze actually worked well for a military tactic. The Japanese plan of Ketsugo sought to make every Japanese person a kind of kamikaze. True. The first bomb was dropped on Nagasaki and the second on Hiroshima. False. Reversed. Other way around, yeah. SCAP was headed by General Douglas MacArthur. Yoshida Shigeru believed it was shameful for Japan to rely on the United States for security. False. He thought the other way. Let's rely on Japan, or let's rely on the United States for security so we can develop our economy. Kishi Nobusuke proposed the income doubling plan. False, right? Remember, he was the guy that signed the security treaty with Eisenhower, that agreed with that with Eisenhower, that followed through with Yoshida Shigeru's plan. He was also a former war criminal. Right? It was Prime Minister Ikeda Hayato failed to follow through on his plan to double Japan's income. True or false? False, right? He did propose that plan. He did succeed. Asunuma Inejiro was a socialist leader who was assassinated live on television. True. Yep.